Hey everyone, never say die, and welcome back to Space Engineers. So, I've been working on a new ship. I don't know if I did a speed build of me building this exact one. Maybe I did, and if I did, I made some modifications that I know I did not record. So, carrier ships have been on my mind a lot ever since I built the fleet carrier, and I wanted to build a fighter carrier. So this is my first ever attempt at making a carrier that's based off like a traditional boat-looking one, if you're an aircraft carrier. So we're gonna have a look around here. So as you can see, we're on the takeoff deck or whatever it's called. Let me just fire it. As you can tell, it's incredibly long, even though you don't really need to be that long. Went for authenticity or whatever. Can't talk, can't speak, can't spell, whatever. So from distance, you can see it's a pretty long ship. I don't know. It's definitely not the longest ship I've built, but I think it's the second longest. So this. One of the characteristics I always put on my ships is I always love cannon bays. So in here, I have a bunch of, see, I think it's like a 2x300, 3x200, and then another 2x300 over here. And then on the top, I have 3x900s, battle cannons. I got a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 3 on top and 1 on the bottom to kind of cause bombardments or kind of give it some protection from having fighters going underneath it. And as you can tell, the ship is atmosphere ready and also can fly in space. It does not use hydrogen, because if anyone has watched any of my survival series, you know that I really hate hydrogen. I loathe that stuff because it never works. And one shot and a pipe gets severed, it doesn't work. So I'm using a certain mod that has basically the equivalence of ion hydrogen, I guess. So they look like this. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly how many I have in here, but just enough to keep this thing afloat. So we're going to start with a tour. Let's maybe do the bridge last and work our way over. So one thing I wanted to definitely make sure I put onto here was the kind of like elevator trapdoor thing you see on aircraft carriers. So that's what this is. And the interceptor that I built, and I know I did a speed build of that, is capable of folding up and landing right here. And then once it's folded, you just initiate the landing gear and just bring it down. So here we have the first layer of, I believe, 3 layers of fighter bays, I guess, is the word I can use. And those aren't connected for some reason. Interesting. So as you can see all the way through. The reason there are holes here is because since it folds, I made a way so that they can fly down here, park in here, then if you need them, you can fly them up here, and then go over here. So you can park all the way over there, over here, and then at the very bottom, I'm kind of saving for kind of like a shuttle area. So this is where like the bigger ships are kept. So the fighters can either also come down here and fly through the main, I wouldn't say the main hatch, but yeah, I guess it could be used as that. So the main hangar that's just right here. So guarding the main hangar, I have 2 Gatling guns. It's ready to shoot anyone who tries to get in. Then we have 2 like observation windows. I thought I'd just throw in. Yeah, might as well. I mean, let some sunlight in, save some light. And then we have some bridges here that I don't think I really need, but it just kind of makes it look like it's being supported more. So I'm actually going to start and show you what's in the front. So this was like a last second ad, so I might change it up here. But I always add nanite factories just because I just love the scientific look of them. I love that you can just send them out over your ship and fix everything. There's nothing much here. It's just a last second thought I'll probably work on later. But yeah, there's that. So there's not much else to it. There are, here, let me show. No, it's actually this floor, I believe, right? Yeah, okay. So there are some doors here that take you outside. Oh no, not outside, my bad. I'm in the wrong section of the ship. So I do have some like quick med bay areas here. It's mirrored on both sides, so it should stay the same. But the thing I was talking about is, if this is the right area, you should be able to rock. This is how you get down to the lower decks. You go outside, then you just walk down the stairs. Very unsafe stairs. Open here. Now you're on the lower level. So here, just the same there. Now I think at the bottom, this is just all piping. Nothing of interest really. Like I couldn't think of anything to put there, so that's kind of just like a piping maintenance like layer. So up here, this is probably one of my favorite kind of refinery rooms I've ever built. I just like it. So the kind of organized, the red ones are built for speed, so they all just have speed and power, and then these ones are more meant for bringing like yield, so you get more out of it. We also have 2 assemblers. We do have more, I believe, up there in that layer connected. These buttons don't do anything. They're kind of there for like protective, look like workplaces. Oh, sorry, I'm tired. Anyways, moving on. Some of the areas do have air vents, but I never really bother with those because the air kind of slows down the game, and constantly opening and depressurizing just kind of gets annoying. So here we have the cannon bay I was talking about, and I believe it's this button. Yep. So that button opens up the cannon bays. Each cannon is manually controlled, but can be turned on in the bridge just to shoot automatically. So if you ever have a big enough crew, you can just go in here. Let me turn on the hub and manually just shoot. I love those guns. Alright, on to the next section. So here we have just kind of like a short hallway. In this one we have just like a big cryo room to hold the crew when you're traveling long distances. And then here I decided just to make a kind of like a sleeping quarters, even though you don't really need it because the cryopod's right over there. But it just seemed like a good idea. Next section. So this is my first time actually attempting to use more signs and directions. So I don't need a big one, but I think it's just kind of funny to have you just walk through, see this huge screen and it only has 2 little things. So the stairs to there, and then this is to one of the reactor rooms, and then there's the gun. So this is kind of like not really the main reactor, but it's like a backup emergency one that's in the center of the ship, kind of just to be protected. Underneath it is the jump drive, which we can go see if we go over to the stairs, which are on the right. So there's multiple floors to this ship, as you could probably tell by how big it was, but we're going to go to the bottom and just kind of work our way down and then work our way back up. So as you see, this is just the jump drive, like maintenance room, nothing special. Just walk over, weld it up, you're good. Then over here, this is like the oxygen and assembly room. So there's just assemblers there. Wait, no, are those assemblers? Oh no, those are the O2. Oh, I guess I didn't move them, maybe. Cargo. Yeah, I moved them, never mind. I was completely confused. So this is how you feed the 900mm that's on the bottom. Everything is piped up, so everything should be working fine. This one, I think, is just a normal container used for the ice. Then we have a whole bunch of oxygen containers just for emergencies, and as I mentioned before, this is the empty pipe room. Oh, is this the assemblers? Yeah, so here's some more assemblers I just pushed in, just to kind of add more productiveness to the ship, to make it more survival ready. So, going on to the next section, or the next floor. No, my lights are on, let's turn those off. Okay, so here we just have the med room. Nothing special, just 2 med bays. Going down another flight. We have the observation room, which is just kind of like a briefing area. And I love this because you just get to see the cannon. And whoa, that is a interesting effect. It looks like I'm in space. What is it? This looks like the horizon of a black hole. That's kind of cool. I want to get a screenshot of that. Alright, and nothing special, just seats to watch your impending doom as you fly into the black hole. So, moving on, and there's a fly, go away. So next we have the real reactor room and the cargo. So I'm going to go into the reactor room first. So the reactor room has no lights just because these give off, I think, a nice ominous glow to them. And I didn't want to crowd it in here because I just think this look is awesome. Like, there's no panels, no stations. It's just nice and sleek. So we have 4 of the... Okay, I think we crashed. Nope, we're good. Oh, just saving. Okay, so we got 4 of the azimuth, I think it's called, fusion reactors, which help power the entire ship. And then we have the 5th one up there. Over here, we just have cargo, so this is where you can just throw in your uranium to have it start filtering through. Moving on. So I want to go with something a little more unique with the cargo hold. So there's 2 cargo holds up down here. And I kind of went with the idea of... Okay, I don't know how that opened up. But the idea is like they're kind of just stacked up in here. And you can just have a certain kind of ship that has a connector. And this, long story short, connector here will have a piston that will stick out. You just fly a ship over and you connect it. You can just feed resources and stuff through. Same on the other side. Still don't know why these are open. They should be closed. Let's quickly just close these right now. Don't want draft getting in. Alright, and I think that's all the lower decks. Now I can go up to the higher up deck. So med room, bit there. Jump drive. Okay, so I think it's just... Yeah, so this is kind of like a little hub area where it just leads to the bridge, the stairs, and I think this is just an empty room over here. Yeah, so we got a few empty rooms that I just left empty for other people to decide what to put in. So here we have the upper... Yeah, this is right below the runway. That's what it's called, runway, not fight or take off or whatever. Again, I just left more rooms empty, so if you want these to be like officer headquarters or something, or areas. Then we have just this long stretch of hallway that leads over to the gyroscope. No, there. Gyroscope maintenance and Gatling gun, Gatling gun ammunition. And here we just have gyroscopes. So if you need to fix them, you can go in. And it's the exact same on this side. So in the last area in here, these are brand new, so I'm still not sure exactly what are these all used for, but these are the new shield generator mod parts or blocks that came out, and I believe these help allow it to take more damage. Not sure what these do. And then this is shield emitter, which does it emits, I guess, I don't know, but I just wanted to make a shield dedicated room just to make it more feel realistic. Okay, moving on. So now onto the bridge. So the bridge is kind of... There's just this one empty area here. There's this backup seat here, but it's also mainly used for the rear 900 cannon. So nothing special here. Also, the bridge is usually locked off with a airtight door, so to make it harder for people to make their way in. Because I like having a bridge that has a door right there, but I need to keep it guarded, so that's the reason I put the airtight door there. Here we have two doors that just lead out, and you can... Well, I just realized this totally contradicts the whole airtight hangar door. Whatever. I don't care. No one will notice. Let's just move on with it. So, out here, we just have two more Gatling guns, same on each side, and two landing pod connectors. I don't know, my mind isn't working. It's what happens when you this is what happens when you stay up till like 12:30 watching My Hero Academia, trying to catch up. But anyways, yeah, it's just like you can land there. Man, I need to get more sleep. Anyways, and then finally onto the main bridge. The main bridge got a Gatling gun, not Gatling gun, sentry turret aimed directly at the door to shoot anyone who tries to walk in. We got some LCD panels, which I just left blank because I don't like messing with scripts, so I like also leaving them blank so people can also put in what they want. Here we have like a shield, kind of like a shield table that shows, I'm not sure if it shows, but it's supposed to like represent the shield, or you can control the shield from here. Yeah. So the charge, and my jaw's not working enough to properly make words. Extend shield, sphere shield, which I didn't fortify shield. Oh, that's interesting. But sphere shield, I didn't know that makes shield invisible to allies. Lots of cool stuff here. I broke it. Nope, it's fine. Alright, so these two seats are kind of empty. They're kind of just like the backups, or they can be the gunner seats, which is what I usually use the side ones for. Then I have the captain seat, which is used for captaining, I guess. I don't know. So I used to have the Colts console control panels in here, but recently that mod's not been working. So when I spawned this in, it all got deleted. So I had all these tabs made out, but I lost some of them. So it's kind of just I'm going through again and adding them. So let's just start with 1. So 1, I believe that is the, yeah, as you can see down there, that is the main hangar door. And then 3 is the elevator. Let's see if I can zoom in so you can see it. It's in up and down. Mess with the people who are trying to land. Then tab 2 is the weapons control. So on the very front we have 2 little Davids. So if there's ever a ship in front of us, we can just... You can't really hear it, but you saw the tiny flash, right? Then we have shooting. For some reason they just shot. Okay. Yeah, because I wanted to make it so that I wanted to be more like a barrage kind of ship, since you don't want to leave it to them. Because when you have cannon bays, the cannons tend to hit the walls, so that's kind of why I decided to kind of go with that. And then, see, this is the bottom cannon. Oh yeah, I think that's actually moving the ship. Okay, 4. This is the top one, 5. That's just like turning them on and off. And then these are... let's get to the individuals. Yeah, so... okay, 6 and 7. So those are the different controls. Like, I imagine it's turn on and allow... it's kind of like allowing it to move on its own idle movement, I think it's called. And then we do have 2 missile launchers. They're kind of in the back, guarding. I couldn't think of anywhere else to place them. And after like doing some test fights with this, that seemed to be a really good spot, because whenever there would be a ship whenever there'd be a ship or fighter behind me, it would just blow them up. I did forget to mention, in the back we do have side cannons, a total of 4 to guard the rear engines to make sure no one can just slip in there and just start shooting them. And that's about it. I did have a jump drive tab. I guess that didn't get saved for some reason, or that was lost. But anyways, that's about all for this ship. It is capable of flying. Okay, that's weird. Why'd it go down? Oh, why did I get out? Hold on. So, I think this is a glitch with Space Engineers right now, where if you try to go up, if it goes down. It can fly. Like, I would be messing around with this thing for a while, but it just seems to be... yeah, it just doesn't seem to be able to go up for some reason. Yeah, let's try to... see if we can kind of angle ourselves up. Yeah, like, because I have less front-facing... well, backwards-facing thrusters, but... yeah, this is weird. Because these were just working before. Now for some reason it won't even let me go up. So until this is fixed, I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna TP, just do that. Oh, I'm falling. You see, it'll do that sometimes, and I don't know why. When I spawn it in, it's fine, and then when I get rid of it, it stays. So... there's just a whole bunch of glitching. But, yep, there you go. So, this is just called the WTR carrier. If I put it on the workshop, it should be maybe sometime soon, I'm not sure, because whenever I think I'm done with this ship, something doesn't save properly, or just the mod that I put on it doesn't work. Like, I had completely different guns on it before, then those just wouldn't shoot, or like it didn't have enough power. But anyways, that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I'll get better sleep, and I'll see you in the next video.